Hi guys, and welcome back to Crafts&Magic. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a super easy bath bomb with no citric acid or cream of tartar. So let's get to it. Alright, so what you're going to be needing is granulated oil. I'm using coconut oil, baking soda, food coloring, the color of your choice, some water, and some corn flour or corn starch. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to add to your bowl 1/2 a cup of baking soda. And now you're going to add 1/4 cup of corn flour or corn starch. You're going to whisk that all up. And to make a more fizzy bath bomb, you can add 1/4 cup of cream of tartar. And to make it more soothing to your skin, you can add 1/4 cup of Epsom salts. But I'm trying to use as most ingredients that you can find in your home. So now we're going to start mixing our liquid. So what you're going to need is 1 tablespoon of your coconut oil, and then only 3/8 of your water. And now you're just going to mix that up to get all the bubbles of water out, because the coconut oil will repel the water, so it will just be a little bit harder to mix. So the next step is to take your liquid here and to just drip it a tiny bit into the powder. So you don't want to have it having a reaction, so just a tiny bit like that, and then immediately just mix it in with your hands. And you're just going to continue doing this until your bath bomb forms a fairly moldable type of texture. Alright, so now with 1 bowl of used up liquid and a giant mess blender, I have finished making my powder into a moldable substance. So as you can see, when I squeeze it, it holds its shape fairly well and it doesn't crumble apart. If after this process, your bath bomb is still crumbly, you can just repeat it. You can double the recipe of the liquid and just keep going. Alright, so the next step is to add our food coloring. So I'm just going to open up the food coloring, and you just want to add a couple drops. You can separate it too if you want to make smaller bath bombs that are different colors and color it that way. But we're basically going to be coloring this the same way as we did with our liquid. And just after you do this, mixing it in. It will take a while because the liquids from the food coloring solidifies once you put powder around it. So you just sort of have to break it up, and eventually, as you can see, it's already getting greener. Alright, so I have finished coloring my bath bombs, and it's pretty green, especially if you're doing these bath bombs for fun, just to color the bath or just to look cool. You're going to want to color them pretty deep, because then the color won't come off unless it's a pretty strong color. Oh, also, I just thought of one more tip for checking whether your bath bomb is ready to be colored, which is if you get your hand and take a handful and then let it go, there shouldn't be a lot of powder sticking to your hands. It shouldn't be like you have to dust a lot of powder off your hands. Alright, so now we are at the last step, which is molding. So I'm going to use these plastic molds I have, which I'll show you in a second, that are like these silicone molds that you can sort of pry off so that it's easier to take it out when they're done sort of drying out. But you can really use anything. I saw a video on YouTube once where she just used an old ornament that she cut in half. You can use just a cup or anything. They don't have to be round because they're going to lose their shape pretty quick in the bath anyway. Alright, so these are the little silicone molds that I have. And I'm just going to take my bath bomb powder here and just sort of sprinkle that in and just pack it in. And I'm just going to repeat that until each one is full, and then I'll come back. Alright, so now I have packed all the powder into them, and they are not going to get that much more solid than how they are now, and that's one of the bad things about not using citric acid and Epsom salts. But it's fine, because if you just put them straight into the bath, it will for sure be fine, and they'll look really cool once they're in there. So I'm gonna leave these for about 5 minutes. They probably will get a little bit more solid if you leave them for a day or two, but you can just do them for a couple minutes too if you want to use them immediately, which I do because I want to show you guys how it works. Alright, so it's been 10 minutes and I'm a little bit more cleaned up, so let's go take these to the bathroom. Now we're in our bathroom and we have this little tiny kitty tub, and I am just going to fill up the bathtub, which for some reason is a little dirty. So now we have our bathtub pretty filled up, and I'm going to take the bath bomb out of the mold. Nice and fizzy, and if we just mix it around a bit, then we'll get this super cool, nice light green, grass green color in the bathtub. Alright, well, now you've finished making your bath bomb, and it hopefully turns out really well for you. It turned out super great for me, especially not barely using any of the ingredients that you usually use in a bath bomb. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more arts and crafts. And I'll see you in the next video.